What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. The story I have for you guys today is interesting and honestly quite inspiring. This is Indiana Congressman Jim Banks, and he and Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas have come up with a bill that strips away relief benefits for rioters and violent protesters. Now at first that sounds great, right? But at second thought we remember that Democrats control the House and are certain to block it. But are they really? After 3 months of violent protesters, Joe Biden has finally turned around and said that yes, we should not defund the police, and yes, we must have law and order, and yes, people should get off the streets. They have finally understood what people want and are now following that. They have turned around and are finally supporting peace, quiet, and harmony. And isn't that enough to get at least some moderate Democrats, some blue dogs, on board with this bill? I'm going to play the clip just now so you can see for yourselves.
Ted Wheeler packing up and leaving his apartment complex. Rioters and arsonists targeted the building he lives in Monday night, setting off fireworks, starting fires on the building. Wheeler wrote to neighbors that it would be, quote, best for me and for everyone else's safety and peace for him to move. It certainly seems to be the case. I presume he meant only the building, not the city of Portland. Perhaps he should enlarge his vistas. Our next guest just introduced a bill blocking radical left looters and rioters from getting extra China virus unemployment benefits. Joining us now is Congressman Jim Banks, member of the House Armed Services Committee. Congressman, great to see you. What we're watching here, first of all, do you think there's any chance? I like the idea of your legislation. Do you really believe there are 2 Democrats who would support it?
I doubt it, Lou. Fortunately, Senator Cotton introduced it in the Senate, where it might have a much better chance of moving forward. And between he and I and other Republicans who want to join us along the way, hopefully we can maybe add it as an amendment to any future bill that might pass that would take away unemployment benefits for those who riot and cause violence or destruction.
Now this makes just too much sense. Yes, it's a great way to save money. And certainly, though most Democrats are probably not going to be on board with it, but there are some moderates, some centrists that are in tough re-election bids this November. People like Joe Cunningham, Kendra Horn, and of course Colin Pearson of Minnesota, whose district was won by Trump by a 30-point margin. So it's certainly interesting to see. I do think that someone is going to join in, but is it going to be enough? They actually need a quite big deal of Democrats, so it might prove difficult. And seeing if the party will actually split on this right now, well, we'll wait and see. Of course, the evolution of the events in Portland are also worrying, and actually what was shown in the beginning of the clip was Ted Wheeler's apartment building having protesters outside, trying to break in, causing mayhem, even lighting things on fire. And certainly he is someone who should have called out protesters a long time ago, didn't do it, and now he is facing the consequences. So I don't know if these protesters are going to last on until election day. If they do, it's hard to see if it's going to favor Trump or Biden, because Trump is much more anti-protest, but it's also happening during his term. It's all going to be interesting to see. Anyway, I hope you found this informing. Please leave a like, subscribe, a comment, and I'll see you next time.